Hello students, in the last video we had seen different components of food and different tastes to check the presence of that components. In this video we will see about balanced diet and deficiency disease. So let me see first what is balanced diet. So the food we normally eat in a day is our diet. For growth and maintenance of good health, our diet should have all the nutrients that our body needs in the right quantities. Not too much of one and not too little of the other. The diet should also contain a good amount of roughage and water, and such type of diet is known as the balanced diet. Now, do you think that people of all age need the same type of diet? Or do you also think that what we need for a balanced diet would depend on the amount of physical work that we are doing? For that, prepare a chart of whatever you eat over a period of a week and check whether all the nutrition mentioned are present in one or the other food items being eaten within a day or so. Different food items like pulses, groundnut, soya bean, sprouted seeds that is moong or bengal gram, fermented foods. Now what is the fermented food? So this food is obtained by the process of fermentation, and this process is of converting carbohydrates into alcohol or organic acids using microorganisms like yeast and bacteria. The example of this fermented food is idli, South Indian food dish, that is idlis, or a combination of flours, that is misti roti, thepla made from cereals and pulses, then banana, spinach, sattu. The sattu is the powder mixture of ground pulses and cereals. Jaggery, available vegetables and other food provide many nutrients. Therefore, one can eat a balanced diet without expensive food materials. So, these items should be involved in our daily diet. Eating the right kind of food is not enough, it should also be cooked properly so that its nutrients are not lost. Are you aware that some nutrients get lost in the process of cooking and preparation? So now Paheli wonder that whether animal food also consists of these different components, and do they also need a balanced diet? So yes, animal food also contains these different components of the food, and they also need a balanced diet. So let me see how we can lose this component of food from the food in the process of cooking and preparation. If the vegetables and fruits are washed after cutting or peeling them, it may result in the loss of some vitamins, as well as the skin of many vegetables and fruits contain vitamins and minerals also. Similarly, repeating washing of rice and pulses may remove some vitamins and minerals present in them. We all know that cooking improves the taste of food and makes it easier to digest. At the same time, cooking also results in the loss of certain nutrients. Many useful proteins and considerable amounts of minerals are lost if the excess water is used during the cooking and is then thrown away. Then the amount of minerals are lost. Vitamin C gets easily destroyed by heat during the cooking. Would it not be sensible to include some fruits and raw vegetables in our diet? So yes, you have to include these raw materials, that is raw vegetables or fruits in our diet, so that these vitamins or minerals may not get lost. Bujaha thought that fats would be the best foods to eat all the time. A katori or bowl of fat will give much more energy than a katori of a carbohydrate rich food, isn't it? he is thinking like that, so he ate nothing but food rich in fats. Fried food like samosa, puri, snacks, malai, rabdi, peda, that is sweet, kind of sweet. He is eating this type of food because he is thinking that a bowl of a fat rich food is better than a bowl of the carbohydrate rich food. So he is eating this type of dishes. Do you think he was right? No, of course not. It can be very harmful for us to eat too much of fat rich foods, and we may end up suffering from a condition called obesity. If we continue eat this kind of food, we may get suffer from the obesity. So now let we see some deficiency diseases. A person may be getting enough food to eat, but sometimes the food may not contain a particular nutrient. If this continues over a longer period of time, the person may suffer from its deficiency. And this deficiency of one or more nutrients can cause disease or disorder in the body. Disease that occur due to the lack of nutrients over a long period are called deficiency disease. And if a person does not get enough proteins in his or her food for a longer time, he or she is likely to have stunted growth. That means a lower growth than swelling of face, discoloration of hair, and some skin disease, and with that he might get suffer from diarrhea also. If the diet is deficient in both carbohydrates and protein for a long period of time, the growth may stop completely. Such a person become very lean, that means very weak, and thin, and so weak that he or she may not even be able to move, will become a thin and weak. The deficiency of different vitamins and minerals may also result in certain disease or disorders. Some of these are mentioned in the next table, that is table 2.3. And all deficiency disease can be prevented by taking a balanced diet. So we also always have to take a balanced diet. So in this chapter, earlier we asked ourselves the reason why widely varying food from different regions had a common distribution. So to maintain this balanced diet, the people of different region have the common distribution of the food, and this distribution we find ensures that our meals have a balance of a different nutrients needed by our body. So now let we see that what are the different diseases, some disease or disorders caused by the deficiency of vitamins and minerals. So first is vitamin A. Because of the deficiency of vitamin A, loss of vision, a person might get suffer from a loss of vision, and you can see some symptoms in that person like poor vision, loss of vision in darkness or in night time, and sometimes complete loss of vision. The next is vitamin B1. So because of the deficiency of vitamin B1, a person might get suffer from beriberi disease. In this, he will suffer by weak muscles and very little energy to work. Because of the vitamin C deficiency, a person might get suffer from scurvy disease, and in this disease, he will find bleeding gums, wounds take longer time to heal. So he will suffer from this scurvy disease. The next is vitamin D deficiency. Because of this deficiency, a person might get suffer by the disease called rickets. And in this disease, bones become soft and bent. Due to the deficiency of calcium, a person's bone and tooth may get decay, and he will find some symptoms like weak bones and tooth decay. The next is iodine. So because of the deficiency of iodine, a person might get suffer from goiter, and in this disease the symptoms are seems like glands in the neck appear swollen, mental disability in the children you will find. Next is iron. Due to the deficiency of iron, a person might get suffer from anemia and weakness. So here our chapter gets over. In this chapter we had seen some different components of the food. Taste is to check the this component of the food, and then after what is the balanced diet and how we can get the balanced diet, what food we have to include in our diet to get a balanced diet, and what are the different deficiency disease. So now let we see some keywords of this chapter. So first is balanced diet. So balanced diet is a diet which provides us with all the nutrients our body needs in right quantities along with adequate amount of roughage and water. The next keyword is beriberi. So it is a disease occur due to the deficiency of vitamin B1, and in this disease a person might get suffer with weak muscles and very little energy to do work. The next is carbohydrates. So this type of component of food is mainly provides energy to our body. The next is energy. So the ability to do work is known as the energy, and we need energy to do all the work. The next is fats. So fats provide energy and heat to the body. The next is minerals. So our bones, teeth, blood, etc. contain different minerals. These minerals are necessary for the growth and maintenance of the body. The next keyword is nutrients. So the food substance that provide nourishment to the body is known as the nutrients. The next is proteins. So the proteins are needed for the growth and maintenance of the body. The next is roughage. So it is a dietary fiber present in the food. It facilitates regular movement of the bowels, that means intestine, and prevent the constipation. The next is scurvy. So it is a disease caused due to the deficiency of vitamin C, and in this disease a person finds bleeding gums and the wound takes the longer time to heal. The next is starch. So it is a polymeric carbohydrate consisting of numerous glucose units. Last one is vitamins. So vitamins help in protecting our body against the disease. So now let we see the summary of this chapter. First one, the major nutrients in our food are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. In addition to this, food also contains dietary fibers and water. Carbohydrates and fats mainly provide energy to our body. Then proteins and minerals are needed for the growth and the maintenance of our body. Vitamins help in protecting our body against disease. Then balanced diet provides all the nutrients that our body needs in right quantities along with adequate amount of roughage and water. Then we had seen deficiency of one or more nutrients in our food for a long time may cause certain diseases or disorders. So here our chapter gets over. Now we will see the exercise of our NCERT book. So in the exercise, first question 1. Name the major nutrients in our food. So the major nutrients in our food are named carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. In addition, food contains dietary fibers and water, which are also needed by our body. The next question, question 2 is name the following. In that first one, the nutrients which mainly give energy to our body. So your answer is carbohydrate and fats, which is given here. The next question, the nutrients that are needed for the growth and maintenance of our body. So the component of food which is needed for the growth and maintenance of our body is protein. The next question, a vitamin required for maintaining good eyesight. So vitamin is vitamin A. The next question, a mineral that is required for keeping our bones healthy. So you need calcium for that. So your answer is calcium. The next question, name 2 foods each rich in first, in that fats. 2 sources of fat from which we are getting fats. So the sources of fats are ghee, butter, milk, egg, etc. The next is starch. So we are getting starch from potatoes, sugar and rice. The next is dietary fibers. So we are getting dietary fibers from vegetables and fresh fruits. The next is protein. So we are getting this protein from milk, beans, egg and cheese. So these are the sources of the given food components. The next question, question 4. That tick the statement that are correct, true or false. So in this first one, by eating rice alone, we can fulfill nutritional requirement of our body. So your answer is false. By eating rice alone, we cannot fulfill nutritional requirement of our body. We need other food items also for the other nutritional requirement. The next is deficiency disease can be prevented by eating a balanced diet. So the answer is true. You can prevent deficiency disease by eating a balanced diet. The next is balanced diet for the body should contain a variety of food items. So your answer is true. Balanced diet for the body should contain all the variety of food items. The next is meat alone is sufficient to provide all nutrients to the body. So again your answer is false. Like rice, meat alone cannot provide all nutrients to the body. So here the answer for the true false is also given to you. The next question, question 5. It is the fill in the blanks. First blank is caused by the deficiency of vitamin D. So rickets is caused by the deficiency of vitamin D. The next blank is deficiency of blank causes a disease known as the beriberi. So beriberi is the disease which is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin B1. The next is deficiency of vitamin C causes a disease known as blank. So the answer is scurvy. Due to the deficiency of vitamin C, scurvy disease can cause. The next is night blindness is caused due to the deficiency of blank in our food. So night blindness is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin A in our food. So here the answer of your filling the blanks is given to you. So here our exercise gets over. In the next video we will see extra exercise for this chapter. Thank you.